Good morning, and welcome back to WMHS News. I'm Caroline.
And I'm Hayden. Hey, Caroline, how was your snow day last week?
It was great, but you know what's even better? WMHS News.
All classes will be asynchronous on Thursday and Friday in order to allow teachers to prepare for a return to school next week. Freshmen and seniors who have opted for in-person learning will return to school on March 2nd, and sophomores and juniors will return on March 9th. We have a new bell schedule starting next week with a shortened lunch break. Check out the McLean High School website for the new schedule and more return to school information.
Our first virtual Pep Rally will be held this Friday, February 26th, and we are in need of some awesome virtual talents. Send a video in no longer than 1 minute of you performing your talent for a chance to be featured in the Pep Rally. Send submissions through the Google form in the link in the description of the video. Now to Supaxay.
Hi McLean, it's Supaxay with this week's sports. With McLean Sports, McLean's football teams begin their seasons tomorrow, Thursday, with the freshman and JV teams playing at Mount Vernon. On Saturday, our varsity team will host Mount Vernon for their senior day. Also, our McLean ice hockey team came back from a 2-0 deficit to tie with Langley, earning the number 4th seed overall in their respective league and earning a bye week for the playoffs. Now for professional sports. In the NHL, the Las Vegas Knights and Colorado Avalanche battled out in a beautiful outdoor stage by Lake Tahoe, with the Avalanche coming out on top. And that's all I have for your sports. Now back to your anchors.
Thanks, Supaxay. The Language Center is a club designed to foster a diverse community of students working together to promote a sense of appreciation for all languages. Students will work together with their tutors through their language class assignments, and tutors will receive service hours for their efforts. Meetings are every other Wednesday at 3 p.m. on Google Meets. Join the Google Classroom and sign up to be a tutor or student today by using the form link in the description of this video. Contact McLean Language Center at gmail.com if you have any questions. Now to Student Body President Armin Nick Morad with a special announcement.
What's up, Highlanders? Armon here. Just want to let you guys know we're having a town hall today at 9:45 to answer you guys' questions about Return to Learn or any concerns you guys have. To join, just go to your grade level Google Classroom and the link will be right there. Thanks.
Thanks, President Armon. The McLean Girls Leadership Club is hosting a feminine product drive throughout the month of February. Please consider purchasing an extra package of regular supplies this week and bringing them to one of the drop-off locations in McLean to donate. You can drop donations in any of these boxes and they will be taken to a few of your local women's shelters. Now to Kush with the world news.
Hey McLean, it's Kush with your world news for the week. Firstly, an 8-year-old girl found an exploit to Zoom where allowing herself to get 3 weeks off of school, which is pretty sick in my opinion. Secondly, an ultra-rare purple-pink diamond was sold for a record 26.6 million Swedish francs in Geneva earlier this week. And lastly, a teacher in Hong Kong is using AI technology to track his students' emotions in order to find an optimal workflow for them. That's all for your world news for the week. Now back to your anchors.
Thanks, Kush. Looking to celebrate the cultures of McLean? Then International Night is for you. Join the event on March 5th at 7 p.m. for the 2021 Virtual International Night to enjoy singing, dancing, a fashion show, and more. Performers are needed. All students interested in submitting a pre-recorded performance can do so through the link below. Service hours will be provided for all performers. If you have any questions, please email mcleanaaa@gmail.com.
The digital version of the February issue of the Highlander News magazine is now available. Check it out online. Visit highlandernews.com and click the issue tab. You will also be able to pick up a copy of the issue at school starting next week. You're wondering how the Highlander has been able to continue producing the magazine during the virtual learning. Check out the video.
Virtual learning makes it difficult for McLean students to stay connected with each other and their community. The staff of the Highlander News magazine is working to prevent disconnection and separation by continuing to publish in spite of these challenging circumstances.
Collectively as McLean reporters, I think we all have the goal of, continuing putting out issues of the magazine as if, nothing's really changed. Our goal has always been good, honest reporting and giving information to the people of McLean and, the McLean community. And I think our goal has just been to keep doing that despite the pandemic.
So it's certainly harder to get photos than before. So maybe the amount of photos we have has decreased, but students are still working as hard and probably harder than ever to make sure that the quality of the Highlander stays the same. Just this past weekend, we earned the National Scholastic Press Association's Pacemaker Award, which is one of the top awards in scholastic journalism. They only gave this award to 24 publications in the entire country, and we were one of them. So, and I think part of that was based on the work that we continued to do even in March, April, May, once school was out in the spring, that students were still working and they weren't working to get a grade, obviously. They were working because they're really passionate about journalism and they really care about the publication and getting the news out to the people. So I would say our quality has stayed about the same, other than we don't have as many photos because there aren't as many events to cover, but I think students have found creative ways to get around that. We've stepped up our design, added more artwork, more graphics, and I think really the product you're getting with the Highlander, it's the same amount of pages, the same amount of effort, and still looks great.
I think a lot has changed. Everybody has to take more responsibility for designing the pages because since we don't have more direct communication with each other, you have to have InDesign on your computer and you have to know how to do everything, and it's a lot harder to check in with people in general, like if you need help with your article. So I think that it's become more of an independent type of thing than a group type of project.
Reporting for WMHS News, this has been Garrett Bain, Supaxay Ducharme, and Will Schroeder.
Wow, I can't wait to pick up a copy. Now to Jack with this week's weather.
Enjoy the weather today. We will head into the 60s for the first time in a while. Thursday and Friday will be partially cloudy and in the 50s. It looks like it's going to be a wet weekend. Rain starts Saturday morning and continues into early next week. Overall temperatures will be in the 40s and 50s. It's starting to warm up a little as the winter wraps up.
Thanks, Jack. If you'd like to submit an announcement, use a form in the description of this video. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube and follow our Instagram for McLean updates and fun activities. Have a great week, McLean.
Have a great week, McLean.